law audience. So let us start with the session. Other participants can join in between the session. So today we are organizing a webinar session on can AI be an inventor, artificial intelligence, patent laws, and your digital rights. So today we have a very special guest with us, Advocate Gaganpreet Kaur Gill. She has pursued her 5-year law graduation and master degree from UILS Chandigarh University. She has organized various sessions on various topics with well-known organizations, and she has judged various competitions, and she participated in various competition also at national and international level. So I request Advocate Gaganpreet Kaur Gill, please take the stage and continue with the session.
Thank you, sir, and a very good evening to all the participants. So, before starting the session, I have a small request that in case you have any queries or any doubts, you can jot it down, and at the end of the session, before in last 10 to 5 minutes, we would be having a question answer round. In that round, you can ask your queries, and also I request to have an interactive session. I hope so. So if I would ask any question, I request to reply it. Then only we could have an interactive session because one-way conversation never works, right? So, okay. So again, welcome to all the participants. So today we have organized a webinar or workshop on a very emerging topic, that is, can AI be granted patent rights or called as inventor, right? So before starting the session, do you guys have any idea whether AI can be granted like patent rights or not? Any rough idea, any guesses? Either you can write it down in chat box or you can unmute yourself and reply.
Ma'am, it is a highly debatable area. Most of the judgments state various guidelines on its ownership and authorship. There are actually two different concepts: ownership and authorship.
Yes, right. So, like IPR itself is a very debatable area. Okay, because with the rise of the intellectual property, day by day, we are facing a new challenge. Right. And one of the greatest reason is that because at the time when the lawmakers, created the intellectual property rights statute, it was not seen that ki हाँ AI आएगा and AI related ऐसे कुछ challenges would be arising. Right. So at a present, these laws are very outdated for the AI part. Right. So let's start with the session. So as I mentioned that yes, earlier the under the patent law or under copyright trademark, only human creation was rewarded. But with the invent of the AI started assisting as a tool, as a collaborator in the initial years. But at the present time, what is happening? The AI is emerging as an independent creator, right? Earlier it was working as a collaborator, as a tool. जैसे चैट जीपीटी है, you are aware about the chat gpt, right? But आज के टाइम पे क्या है कि apart from this, AI independently started working. And in such cases, the question related to inventorship, related to entitlement, related to ownership arises. कि अच्छा जी, अगर एआई इन्वेंशन कर सकती है तो इन केसेस में राइट्स किसके पास जाएंगे, राइट? किसके पास लीगल राइट्स होंगे? हु हैज द राइट टू sue the other party in case of any kind of damage or any kind of violation, right? So all these questions are, you know left. But by the end of this session, you would be gaining a very valuable knowledge, like an addition to your knowledge, we can say, right, related to inventorship in case of AI, whether AI can be granted an inventorship right or not. as particularly especially in case of patent rights. So if I say that yes, in AI, the challenges are there related to that who will be the inventor, whether it will be AI itself or the programmer or the owner, या कोई भी नहीं, right? The question is this. So I think we are relating a session with the patent right. So can anyone tell me what is patent law? Any rough idea if anyone of you have studied IPR or aware about the patents कि patents क्या होते हैं? No one? Okay, no issues. So basically, patents are the form of intellectual property rights, and under the patent, what happens that whenever we have any patent, जब कोई भी inventor अपना patent register करवाता है, like any kind of invention, जैसे like for example, if anyone is having a invention related to phone or related to fan, कि हाँ ये fan है, इसकी working जो है, it works in this way. तो अगर कोई इस चीज के ऊपर लेता है, like take very simple example of a bottle, right? तो अगर ये है तो उसके ऊपर the person will be enjoying certain legal rights. So that legal rights would be like right to sell it, right to license it, right? Right to sue, right to commercialize it. So all these are called as patent law, patent rights. So and in addition to this, the main motive of granting the legal right is that no person can use the patent law without the permission of the authorized person or the इन्वेंटर, राइट? अगर मैं अपने नाम पे पेटेंट ले रही हूँ तो बाय दिस वे कोई भी पेटेंट यूज कर लेगा मेरा एंड दे कैन अर्न अ प्रॉफिट, राइट? सो इन ऑर्डर टू रिस्ट्रिक्ट दिस प्रैक्टिस, अ पेटेंट under the patent law, the legal rights is provided to the inventor. And whenever the rights are provided, those rights just remain for the 20 years. And after that, the right is the right to use that particular invention comes under the public domain, right? I hope I'm clear with the patent part. Guys, you can at least say yes or no whether I am clear with the patent part, that what are patents. I can't see the chat box. If they are responding, kindly let me know.
Yes, they are responding. Most of them have responded.
Okay. So as we discussed that why we need the patent rights, right? I'm again repeating that due to the growing technology, growing advancement, ठीक है? We encourage innovations. And if we are encouraging the innovations and if the technology is rising, as we are having a session on AI, so इससे related challenges would be there. So in that case, we are granting the patent rights to the inventors because they have spent so many years in the research and development of particular patent, right? They have invested a significant financial part in their inventorship, and they have only the right to commercialize it and to earn a profit for the span of 20 years, right? And after that, as I discussed, it will come in a public domain, right? So next, so another important part under this is that patent law has three main patentability requirements which are essentials to register as a patent. अगर वो तीन essentials नहीं होंगी under the patent law, you can't register the patent as a patent under the Patent Law Act. So the first one is novelty, right? अब novelty क्या होता है? Any idea? So novelty basically means the newness. अगर आप कोई भी particular invention कर रहे हो, वो new होनी चाहिए. It should be very much unique, right? It should not be related to some others uh, 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 invention. It should be totally new invention, right? And another one is it should involve inventive step. Inventive step means it is not obvious to any person, to any skilled person, right? अगर वो चीज already existing होगी, then it won't be categorized as a patent. So it must be very, very non-obvious to the public. And the other one is industrial applicability. Industrial applicability means it must actually work. It should be in a workable form. Like very surprisingly, you might have patents in the other field, like um, engineering field में होगा, other fields में होगा, but in law we have very less number of patents, right? क्योंकि law field में abstract ideas होते हैं. It is very difficult to have a patent under the law field. So, but still also in the law field, you could have a patent. How you could have a patent? So you can just, take up the idea कि हाँ ये चीज ऐसे improve हो सकती है. इसमें ये चीज, like it is where there is any significant, like major changes there. Right? So in that case, you can just register your patent. What will you register under a patent? You can register the process. So in the law field, the professors in the universities or in the colleges, they register the patent under the law, and under the patent, they register the whole process. Ki haan, they just create a rough diagram or a sketch of particular process. Ki haan, ye cheez aise hogi, and it's our patent. No one else could take a patent. So like it's additional to it. If you want to register patent, then you can, like law process में आप patent register करा सकते हो उसमें modifications करा के. So let's come back to the topic. So yeah, industrial applicability है कि ये workable होना चाहिए, not non-workable, right? So next one. Next, another question arises that why this patentability requirements matter. Because whenever you go and register your patent, so उसमें जो patent office होता है, they check these three things. If it is not unique, it is not industrially applicable, it is obvious to anyone, it is not non-obvious in a nature, you can't register a patent. You can't, right? For example, किसी ने research paper लिखा है, ठीक है, आप उसे कॉपी कर सकते हो? नहीं कर सकते. उसके लिए भी we need to add the citation. We need to paraphrase the whole content. Like after that also we have a plagiarism extending 20 to 30%, beyond 20 to 30%. So similarly in the patent also, you can't register the same patent. You need to do a, major modifications, significant modifications in order to register your patent. And if I talk about the another significant part, अगर आप jeans की बात करो, like ठीक है jeans होते हैं, तो jeans में भी like patent law is a vast subject. आप अगर इसे पढ़ोगे, you will go through this. So इसमें भी you can't register your softwares, right? आप register नहीं कर सकते unless until any hardware input is attached to it. In case of genes also, you can't register the genes as it is unless until, because genes are the natural process, right? Unless until it is lab modified, you can't register the DNA. You can't register have a patent on genes also, right? Because they all that is a natural process. Modified नहीं होगा, कोई significant उसमें addition नहीं होगा, significant changes नहीं होंगे, you can't claim a patent. So I hope I'm clear with the patent part कि patent क्या होता है, क्या इसकी 3 requirements हैं, हमें क्यों ये 3 requirements चाहिए. I hope I'm clear till this part. I can't see the chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for response. So moving ahead, any idea that what is AI generated inventions? anyone is having any idea कि AI generated inventions क्या होती हैं? You can unmute yourself because I can't see the chat box.
Inventions that have a substantial effect with the help of AI rather than actually having a natural inventor, that is a human.
Okay, AI generated, yeah, without any intervention of human, basically, right? So yeah, it's correct. So अब देखो जो AI generated inventions होती हैं, as one of the participant replied कि AI inventions can be AI assisted also or AI generated also. Like there are two forms. They can be invented. The invention could be invented with the help of AI as well as with minimal human intervention or autonomously AI generated हो सकती हैं, right? So in India, if we talk about in India, India had no clear status about AI invention, if I say. ठीक है, इंडिया को कोई क्लियर स्टेटस नहीं है कि हाँ AI जनरेटेड इन्वेंशन रजिस्टर हो सकती है या नहीं हो सकती, AI एज अ इन्वेंटर हम बोल सकते हैं या नहीं बोल सकते. इंडिया हैज नो क्लियर स्टेटस, right? But in other countries also, whether they have given a credit to AI only or they need a human, like human can be an inventor, वो हम further discuss करेंगे. But for your journal information, there are two type of AI inventions. Assisted हो सकती हैं and other one is AI solely. So AI generated inventions is an output or creation that is autonomously produced by artificial intelligence system without any substantial human involvement in the inventive process. And surprisingly, we do not have any, particular definition, any standardized definition related to AI generated inventions, but still WIPO has defined it under its WIPO. There is an online website under that government website of WIPO. They have defined it as refers to any outcome where the inventive step or creative contribution is made by AI, right? Then again it simply means कि कोई भी ऐसा output जिस मतलब कोई भी ऐसा outcome जो AI के creative, जो AI ने कोई भी creative output आपको दिया हो, उसका कोई creative contribution. Now here the question arises, what kind of creative contribution, what kind of inventive step does AI is able to give any creative step or in a creative contribution or any inventive step without the help of the AI? क्यों? क्योंकि AI को भी तो human ही trained करता है. The data is processed by the human. It is trained by the humans, right? If I am not wrong, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So yeah. So Vipu said that, but still I question it कि ऐसा कुछ होता है या नहीं होता है, right? तो एज वी डिस्कस कि कोई इसकी पर्टिकुलर डेफिनेशंस नहीं है, बट या टिप्स के थ्रू या पेटेंट स्कॉलरशिप स्कॉलर्स हैं, दे मस्ट हैव डिफाइंड इट इन देयर ओन वे अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर ओन अंडरस्टैंडिंग, but there is no universal definition. So you can see these examples of the AI generated. First one is AI designed medicines that is used to analyze million of chemical compound and biological data, which is used to discover the new drugs molecules faster than human. The another significant example is NASA antenna AI created design. And then next is AI generated engineering models under which they create a new product design structures and prototypes using the data driven creativity and problem solving. And all this is generated without any help of or created without any help of human, right? So moving ahead, let's shift to the main part of today's session. So before this, can anyone answer me that who can be inventor according to you? AI could be an inventor or human is only the inventor, is regarded as inventor.
Only humans, ma'am.
Only humans. Okay. Any other?
Under the law, only humans are recognized.
Okay. But if I say inventor, AI could be inventor then. If I say AI can be inventor, then what do you think? AI could be invented?
Ma'am, generally it is not recognized under the law in the Indian courts. Rest of the countries have recognized it.
But in the starting of the session, I have clearly mentioned that India has not given a clear status related to the AI, that whether AI can be classified as an inventor or not. Then how you can
Yes,
claim that
ma'am.
AI then?
Ma'am, across different jurisdictions, almost every country rejects the idea of AI as an inventor.
Hmm.
There have been
Yeah.
multiple cases to support this.
Hmm.
Specifically, there has been a single incident of Dr. Stephen Thaler, who applied an AI generated patent all over the world and he got rejected everywhere. So,
Okay.
AI by law right now cannot be recognized as a sole inventor.
Okay. Okay. But
Yes,
what
ma'am.
about India? Like we are sitting in India, we are residing in India. So India का क्या status है?
Ma'am, in the year 2024, actually, the Madras High Court has mentioned a statement regarding this. It was a case of Ferre Dalani, which has been going since the year 2000. In that case,
Okay.
the Madras High Court clearly stated the concept of algorithms as inventions, and they stated
Okay.
that AI cannot be solely recognized as an inventor because it uses simple algorithms. As under the patent law, we
Hmm.
exclude the concept of algorithms under the patents.
So we can't only say कि algorithms के basis पे they have given a judgment only just because कि हाँ it is already mentioned under the patent law and they are mentioning the same thing, right? There could be
Yes, ma'am.
another instances also that why AI could not be stated as an inventor, regarded as an inventor. So no issues. So yeah, like I will be explaining the whole scenario in a very simple words, right? So starting with, first of all, that why does inventorship matters? क्यों हमें inventorship चाहिए? Right? Under the patent law, as we discussed, कि जो भी inventor होता है, उसको they have been granted a legal rights. They have a right to sue, right to sell, right to exploit, right to license the patent, right? And we have also discussed why it is granted. And the another reason is commercialization, as we said कि हाँ profit तो वो earn करेगा ही because he has invested a huge money on the research and development of that particular invention, right? For its validity so that he can enjoy the patent for 20 years, right? Exclusive rights are basically provided to the inventor. So then what about the AI? फिर AI कहाँ से आया? Right? AI का क्या status है? As one of you mentioned the Dabas case, that's fine. That is basically the landmark judgment. Like जो patent office ने जो patent office deal with the Dabas case in the India also. We will discuss it in further slides. But before that, let's discuss the scenario of the different jurisdiction. So in USA, if I say the USA in the Taylor versus Vidal case has and through the US TPO guidelines, US Patent and Trademark Office, they have clearly defined that yes, only the natural persons can be inventor. Right? AI cannot be an inventor, cannot be regarded as an inventor. Only human beings are inventor, because under the US statute code they have clearly mentioned under the I think section 100 subclause 1 or 2 that only humans can be a inventor, no one else, right? They have particularly mentioned the word individual, right? Now AI does not possess any kind of legal personality. That is the only reason that AI cannot be regarded as a inventor, right? Because he कौन AI के behalf पे who is going to sue the person in case of any kind of violation, If anyone copied my patent as it is without any major modification, without any justification, then in case of AI, who is going to claim? Who is going to file a lawsuit? No answers. We never know that who is behind the AI. Is there anyone? No. AI is also a human trained thing. So next one is UK. Then again, UK also under its Patent Act 1977 under Section 7 or 8, they again state that the actual advisor of the invention can be regarded as an inventor. Again, through the interpretation of actual deviser of the invention, they have clearly mentioned that only individual can be a inventor, not AI. Right. And apart from it, the another reason is also that कि जो हमारा statute है, whether it is of USA, UK, EU, India, it is of older time जब AI prevail नहीं करता था. And we do not have any particular statute to deal with AI generated inventions. That it is automatically and reason कि हाँ, we have adopted only a human created invention and granted them an inventorship rather than AI. Again in EU में भी European Patent Convention के through they have given a very rigid decision that yes, inventorship only restricts to the humans. AI cannot be regarded as a human through their Article 81 of the European Patent Convention and through Rule 19. They have clearly mentioned that whenever we register any patent, we require the name of the person. We require the each and every detail of the like of the inventor, like name, its address. अब AI का क्या address होगा? Does ChatGPT having any kind of address? No. ChatGPT का कोई address होता है? नहीं है ना? So how can AI be having any kind of address and we can assume it could be regarded as a inventor? So again, then India पे हम बाद में आएंगे. We will discuss India later on. Then South Africa. Now, if I talk about South Africa is one of the country जिसने Dabus case को recognize करा था as an inventor. Right? अब Dabus case में क्या था? जो Dr. Thaler थे, they have created two inventions. One was related to food container and the other one was related to emergency warning beacon. And he said that yes, I am only the owner, but the inventor is AI. Right. And what happened that without any detailed investigation or detailed examination by the patent office, they said that yes, AI could be inventor. They clearly told that हाँ कि AI inventor हो सकता है, and that is the reason that they are only known as they only called as deposit or registration system. The patent office is known as deposit or registration system. क्यों? क्योंकि they haven't go through a detailed examination of the patent, and they just give a status of patent. कि हाँ, sorry, give the AI a status of inventorship, right? Because if they could have examined the whole things as we discussed, they might have checked कि inventive step है उसमें या नहीं है, right? Whether the invention is new or not, whether the inventor is properly identified कि inventor कौन है, क्या उसका address है, what are its qualification. Like inventive step में क्या होता है, like the main thing is guys is that कि जब भी हम पेटेंट रजिस्टर कराते हैं ना, they ask us about the inventive step, like ये इन्वेंशन कैसे बनाई आपने, how does it came to your mind, इसमें इसको बनाने में आपके क्या क्या क्रिएटिव प्रोसीजर लगा, आपका क्या क्या आपने यूज करा इसमें. दे आस्क ईच एंड एवरी डिटेल व्हाइल फिलिंग द फॉर्म, राइट? तो एआई के केस में हाउ इट कैन एक्सप्लेन कि हाँ ये चीज यूज हुई, ये चीज यूज हुई, दे कांट, राइट? तो लेट्स कम बैक टू, आई होप साउथ अफ्रीका वाला आपको इंसिडेंट क्लियर है.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So again, repeating that South Africa's patent system is largely known as deposit or registration system, which primarily means that they haven't go through the inventor details. They haven't go through the proper requirements of their own statute related to patent law. They just only rely on the documented part. Whatever was written in the documents, they just go through it, and whatever fees was paid, that was done on from their end, and they just recognize AI as an inventor. But apart from it, in today's scenario, we are residing in India, we are living in India, तो India का AI scenario पता होना is must. So before discussing कि India में AI status है या नहीं, anyone can answer कि India में patent law है या नहीं है? चलो AI तो है, AI act तो है ही नहीं, whether we have a patent act or not, yes or no?
Yes.
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 What's the
Yes,
name of
ma'am.
that act?
Ma'am, it is Patent Acts 1970.
Yes, yes. Thank you for response. So yeah, you can just add that कि these were the countries highlighted with the red are the countries जिन्होंने totally reject कर दिया था AI inventions को, like India, USA, European Union, UK, right? And the Nepal का भी जो sorry Japan का भी जो judgment था, it was 50-50, and even the Australia refused it. And under discussion is country India. Sorry, India has not rejected. Under discussion includes the India and the other countries. So yeah, favors Davos case. अब जो भी इंडिया की डिस्कशन होगी, it will be done in accordance to the Davos case. ठीक है? But before that, let us clear that in India also, under this Patent Act 1970, they have clearly stated that yes, true and the first inventor is always a human. Right? Under the Patent Act, nowhere is defined it AI generated, AI invented, nothing. Right? They have simply kind कि हाँ जो भी invention होगी, it should be done by the individual only. And even apart from it, section 6 of the invention itself says when they go for the patent application, they require that true inventor is human. ठीक है? Legal representative भी human हो सकता है. Apart from it, AI cannot execute the assignments. This thing is mentioned only under section 6. And then apart from it, what further disclosures are required while filing the a patent application under section 10 of the Patent Act 1970, that we need the name, address of the person, what is the nationality of the person. Again question arises, फिर AI की nationality क्या होगी, AI का नाम क्या होगा, right? So with this we comes to the Davos case. So yeah, as I already have told you कि it involved two inventions, एक bootstrap वाली and other was related to Von Beacon. Now what happened that when the Davos who filed the case, Dr. Thaler filed the case, right? So when the case was filed, before, like, Davos case was filed in various jurisdictions, multiple jurisdictions में ये case file हुआ था, right? So that under that case, what happened? बाकी सभी countries ने reject कर दिया था, but India was only the country जिसका कोई clear status नहीं था. India had no clear status related to Davos case, but very surprisingly, only in this year, the India had made a clear status about the AI, and that is key. AI cannot be regarded as an inventor, right? In India, on April 15, 2026 itself, the India Patent Office declared that Davos case में AI cannot be regarded as an inventor. Only human can be an inventor. And they gave a multiple of reasons for this thing, that why they cannot be regarded as a inventor. The first thing was this key. AI cannot be regarded as a legal person, right? As we discussed, कि जो legal person होगा, it includes only any natural person, that is human being, or any company or corporation, like we can say juristic person, right? And second thing, if there is a legal person involved, that legal person have the right to own the property, to enter into the contract, to sue the other party in case of violation, right? They have the right to entitlement, right to transfer the rights. And apart from it, they can be legally, legally responsible for their actions. But in case of AI, all these things are not able to do. We can't do these things. Agree till this point? Guys, are you agree till this point? कि हाँ AI is not regarded as a legal person. AI के पास ये rights नहीं होते. That is the reason that India passed a judgment that AI
One
cannot be
question still
granted as a.
arises.
Yeah,
Ma'am, one question still arises.
yeah.
In other countries,
Hmm.
some of the AI robots are getting citizenships. In future,
Yes.
if in future, if India, some of the AI robot got the citizenship, then can patent be then patent license can be uh, go for the AI robot or
Okay,
AI.
okay.
If
Hold on. अब citizenship वाला part is different, patent वाला part is different, right? So that is the reason ना कि जब AIPR law बना था, तब AI prevail नहीं कर रहा था. And it is one of the loophole that if you want a AI generated inventions in India, अब इंडिया ने जजमेंट में क्या बोला that we can have a AI generated inventions only, not AI autonomous, and we can't help them as a inventor. राइट बिकॉज अगर एआई जनरेटेड होंगी, एआई असिस्टेड होंगी, सॉरी एआई असिस्टेड, तो उसमें ह्यूमन की इन्वॉल्वमेंट तो है ना. मिनिमल ह्यूमन इन्वॉल्वमेंट इज देयर. हमने कमांड दी होगी, वी आर जस्ट टेकिंग अ रफ आइडिया. We are involving a AI as a tool or as a collaborator, but not as an independent creator. And in the near future, if you are saying कि हाँ मैम हमें AI को as a inventor अगर उन्होंने बोल दिया कि हाँ, this could be possible only if we would have a proper AI patent act. Properly AI act होगा हमारे पास अगर, then only it could be a possible. Without that, it won't possible in India. Right? अब citizenship वाला part बोल रहे हो तो that is a different issue. Clear? सो ये इंडिया में लूप होल ही
Okay.
है कि अगर आपको एआई रिलेटेड चीज चाहिए तो पहला आप जी अपना इंडिया का एआई एक्ट तो बनाओ. राइट, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ लूप होल्स इन द इंडियन इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट इटसेल्फ. लाइक दे नीड टू अपडेट देयर फ्रेमवर्क. आई होप इट्स क्लियर.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So now if anyone asks you that क्या हम इंडिया में AI को inventorship बोल सकते हैं, so you would be replying that no, that only in the month of April, 15 April 2026, the patent office has clearly uphold that AI cannot be regarded as a inventorship क्योंकि हमारा जो patent act है उसमें section 6 section 10 में clearly details mention करी गई हैं that only individual can be inventor, or either on the other side we can say that we do not have a proper act to deal with the AI generated inventions. If we want AI inventions in India, we need to update our patent act in accordance to AI, or we should have a separate AI act. So that's the whole scenario. So apart from it, while in the era of the AI, there are major challenges. One is ethical, and another the moral challenges. So what are those challenges? Those challenges include credit and recognition. Like who would get the credit for the innovation, right? For the invention, whether it's human or AI. अगर AI है तो AI में like AI programmer को मिलेगा या AI जिसने who owns the company उसको मिलेगा, या the person who use the AI, who command the AI, right? That question still remain was pending. So it's clear by the patent office in India कि हाँ ये हो ही नहीं सकता है. So automatically all these things or this particular challenge has been resolved. So the another one is human creativity threat. अब ये हो सकता है कि जो AI है, अगर हम AI से ही आइडियाज लेते जाएंगे, it might that humans got dependent on only AI, right? Over reliance would be there on AI. We can't think of like any creative idea ourselves, right? Even आज के टाइम में भी if I give you a clear picture, like जो इन्वेंशंस करते हैं कहीं ना कहीं वो भी तो AI टूल यूज ही कर ही रहे हैं ना. अब लॉ फील्ड में अगर मैं आपको बताऊं, ऐसे ही थोड़ी एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आइडियाज पे इन्वेंशन सॉरी पेटेंट हो रहा है. They again the help of ChatGPT or other AI tools, they ask it कि whether we can have a patent on this particular topic or not. वहां से वो सिंपली आइडिया ले रहे हैं ना, एज अ टूल उसे यूज कर रहे हैं, देन दे आर थिंकिंग ऑफ देयर ओन आइडियाज, देन ओनली. So another one is fairness and biasness. That yes, अगर solely AI generated होगा, क्योंकि जो AI assisted होगा या AI generated होगा, in case of AI assisted, it is human trained. So decision could be a bias or unbiased. So that is the another challenge also. Like for example, if there is any AI system that is trained for medical data of like medical data को like we can say to keep the track of the medical data, right? अब उसमें क्या पता they might जो जिसने ट्रेनिंग दी है whether it is putting an accurate information or not, whether it is biased or unbiased, we never know. Then other one is the moral rights, like it's kind of legal right or responsibility, right? अब again we as we discussed कि AI का तो कोई moral right होगा ही नहीं, right? Because it is not a legal personality. Legal personality है तो moral rights कहाँ से आएंगे? Right to own the property, right to sign the contract, right to sue the other party. They all AI cannot enjoy all these things. So yeah, in conclusion, we understand that in other jurisdictions they have clearly rejected the AI as an inventorship, even in India also. But in South Africa, there is a biased decision, and they have unfortunately recognized the AI as an inventorship, right? And another questions whenever we have a AI related topic, it's highly debatable, right? And again the question arises जहाँ पे अभी तक decisions pass नहीं हुए हैं, whether it should be or not. So whether there automatically the questions arises related to credit जो हमने discuss करा हमारे challenges में. Who owes the inventions, right? Who is responsible for something in case of who is responsible in case of violation, right? And again, as one of the participant asked, ma'am, what about the future? अगर future में हमने AI को recognize करना हुआ, then what in that case? So all such cases arises, right? Even the trips itself under the article, I think 39 or article 28 itself define कि no, we can't have a AI inventorship. Only human is regarded as an inventor, right? So अगर हमें AI चाहिए तो इंटरनेशनल कन्वेंशंस को भी इस चीज पे डिस्कस करना होगा. इवन ऑल कंट्रीज नीड टू अपडेट देयर एग्जिस्टिंग फ्रेमवर्क, राइट? अब जब डैबस की जजमेंट आई थी, तो डैबस की जजमेंट में देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दैट हैज बीन रिमेन अनसॉल्व्ड. एक इन्वेंटरशिप का तो हो गया, लाइक इन द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द सेशन किसी ने बोला था कि मैम इन्वेंटरशिप एंड ओनरशिप आर द टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स. तो what about ownership? Now after the question of inventorship, the another question is arising that what about the ownership? Owner kaun hoga in such cases? So another dispute is now related to the ownership of the patent. So this is all about today's session. So if anyone you having any doubt, you may ask your queries.
If anyone want to ask any question, please write in the chat box, or you can also raise your hand and unmute your mic and can ask directly from the speaker. PPT will be shared in the group after the end of the session. Those who are asking about PPT in chat box, it will be shared.
Like guys, if anyone is pursuing for the LLM, you can take this topic as your LLM dissertation, or you could write the good research paper on this topic, because if AI inventorship issue is resolved, there are 1,000 of issues, right? We can claim that India's Patent Act is not enough to deal with the AI. Whether it is or not, आप उसको analyze करके आप research paper कर सकते हो, आप अपनी dissertations बना सकते हो. If you are pursuing for PhD, then you can go for thesis writing on this particular topic, right? Even the patent office need to update their registration system, their examination procedure, right? The whole system needs to be updated. अगर हमें AI को as recognize करना है as an inventor, it is not easy for a country like India to recognize it is an as inventor. So you can ask your queries.
If you have any question, please. There is one question. Ma'am, is it possible that we can classify AI inventorship as a separate class?
Like separate class in what sense? Like अगर हम statute में नहीं करेंगे तो
Separate class rather than including it in the general definition of an inventor under the statute.
तो I already said ना कि we can have a separate AI act. आप उसमें बता दो AI inventorship के related जो भी आपके conditions हैं, आपकी जो भी definition है, we can have a separate statute related to AI only, related to AI inventorship, rather than adding it to the definition of the inventor under the statute. Because AI inventorship अभी तक define भी तो नहीं हुआ ना, there is no standardized definition. It could be or not. Any other queries?
I do not see any query in the chat box. We will wait for 1 minute. If anyone
Okay.
want to ask, you can ask within 1 minute. Otherwise, we will end the session.
Okay, so before ending of this session, so just give me thumbs up if you are feeling that it's worth to join this session, or you are feeling confident somewhat about the AI inventorship in case of Patent Act. Just give the thumbs up. Okay. So like nearly 80 to 90%, not 100, you guys are at least clear with the AI status. That's great.
Good evening. May I say something? Shivani Gupta this side.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. Gaganpreet
Good evening.
for madam. First of all, it's a brilliant session. Actually, I heard a lot of people speaking on the AI. I myself speak on the AI a lot of times. Actually, my
Okay.
PhD is going on the same topic only. And
Okay.
today I was just so feeling so wow, so brilliant. And you just presented brilliantly. So kudos to you, madam. I think you might be
Thank you.
junior to me, but very well presented. So I don't have any question. I have to just ask
Okay.
one thing. Can we connect it on LinkedIn? Can you please share your LinkedIn profile link on the chat box or something so that we can connect you? Because I think
Okay,
connecting with you must be like insightful things we can share, or we can have the collaborations regarding the research paper and something.
Okay,
So,
okay, sure.
yeah.
Either I can drop my number. You can just
If possible,
contact me.
ask the admins to do the same. If possible, it is, then we can I would love to connect. Actually, looking for the collaboration in the field of patent and AI only, because my PhD is
Okay.
going in the same. That's why.
So, sir, you can just share the number with Shivani Gupta, or either we can have your number from the Google form, like registration form होगा ना, we can have,
Absolutely.
and then I will connect with you.
Absolutely. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
And
Okay, thank
more
you.
power and congratulations. Brilliant session. It's a
Okay,
100 on
thank
10 session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
That's all for today. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session. I think there is no more question. We can end the session. And to all the participants, I want to inform those who have joined, you will get your e-certificates within 24 hours. And link will be also shared in the groups of the recorded session. You can go and open the link and comment your feedbacks in the comment box of the YouTube section. And I will also share a feedback form with you all. You can share your feedbacks. Thank you to all the participants for joining today's session. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you.